as Mr. Roddy said, and I wish to extend my heartfelt thanks for you being here today. Please allow me to introduce myself, to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a senior at Bellman Prep, where I'm currently fighting the uphill battle known as 5 AP classes. That also means I have to pay the wonderful toll to go across the bridge every day. And I kinda just overcame my fear of speaking about 20 seconds ago. I'm not completely missing my English class, which I love so much, to stand before you and talk about myself. I'm here to talk about what Lighthouse has done for me. Unfortunately, I was not allotted what I believe to be enough time to discuss how Lighthouse has impacted me. But no speech about Lighthouse is complete without mentioning the teachers. They are more than just teachers to me. They are my family. They have taught me more than just algebra and history and English. They taught me valuable life lessons, which will remain with me till the day I die. For example, my English teacher, Mrs. Jimenez, and one of my closest friends, she shared some extremely deep personal stories about her childhood and her abusive relationship with her father, and yes, I did get permission to say this. So these are stories that she told us, like normally women would reserve for telling their girlfriends, but she told us this, or her students, because it wasn't meant to elicit sympathy. It was meant as lessons. For the men, there was a specific lesson on how a true man of God treats others, especially their family. For the woman, how to overcome even the harshest of adversities, and for all of her students in general, how to forgive, no matter how great the offense. The memory comes back as it was yesterday of our class. We were just sitting in stunned disbelief, unable to speak, as she told us a story of how she forgave her father, embracing Christ's call to forgive, no matter what, because what we did to him as people, turning our back, was so much worse than even like the physical things that people do to us. I remember thinking to myself, how can I call myself a follower of Christ and hold my petty, trivial grudges against my classmates? And Mrs. Jimenez was able to forgive her father for all that he had done. That day, I went and sought out the student who had supposedly hurt me, and I asked for forgiveness for treating him poorly because of what he did, as well as asking that he acknowledge mine. I hate to say that much of Mrs. Jimenez's curriculum has escaped me over the years, but these lessons will never leave me, because these are some of the most important lessons I've learned throughout my life. I can stand here before you and present countless examples of how the teachers have influenced me, but I want to give a couple of more general and broader ways that this school has developed me into a man of God. The key traits of leadership and service are emphasized at this school, and they become integral to my actions and to my character and my identity. I would not be volunteering at Tacoma General and the Northwest Furniture Bank, as well as serving as a student leader for my youth group, Young Life, and on mission trips, had I not had these traits instilled in me in those crucial development years of middle school and elementary school. The same can be said about my faith. There is a perfect balance of presenting and teaching Christianity without having it shoved down your throats. Some final thoughts I wish to leave you with. By attending Lighthouse, I was more than academically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally prepared, and socially prepared, for not only high school, but I believe I can say the same for life. Since I've graduated, Lighthouse has only improved greatly, and I see the fruit of these improvements in younger generations, like my brother, who is graduating 2 years ago, and I cannot wait to see what Lighthouse holds in store for the present and future generations, which your support will help develop into the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.